My name is Julian Harmel. I've been clean for 6 years, and I am a support worker at Together Weekend. I also do music with the clients on Fridays and do an open mic with them once a month. I was just a support worker at the beginning, which I really enjoy doing. You know, I love coming to work, seeing the clients, checking in with them, even just the duties. It feels so much more fulfilling than any other job. But I slowly started to realize that there was some other calling. Like I was in the right field, but I needed to be applying myself in different ways there. I decided to enroll at the Douglas College Diploma for Music Therapy. Well, for me, music has been a fundamental part of my own recovery. I came through the center here in 2016, and you know, it was something that brought me back to life in a way, especially as somebody who's neurodivergent. I have ADHD, and when I got to TWC, I really couldn't even talk or express myself. It was really strange. People could ask me questions, and if it was something that was just like a yes or no, or just basic information, like, where are you from? Oh, I'm from Terrace. It was easy enough to communicate, but anything where it was like, how do you feel about this? Anything that was like just expression, I just would stare at them, and it was like I forgot how to speak English. And once I got a guitar back in my hand, you know, that's when the true growth in that regard really started. It was like, I can't communicate to you how I'm feeling, but this is how I feel, and being able to express myself through music just, you know, really drove home the importance of music therapy as a concept for me. And that's the major scale, which is like do, do, re, mi, fa, sol, you know?
All right, I got you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exactly. Yeah, going back to school, the whole idea of that just terrified me. I was somebody who really struggled in high school. When I was graduating, it was still very like, this person's a dud, and there wasn't a lot of like extra help for people that are neurodivergent. And I felt very like there just must be something wrong with me, and a lot of that carried over into my adulthood. When I was starting college, it was just terrifying. But the calling to do music therapy was just so strong that I felt guided by some, I guess it's just passion, you know? Yeah, I feel like the universe is presenting me with this, and I have to do it, and there's no turning back. And I really try to stress to them as well, like, it doesn't matter if you can't even play this instrument, because there's no mistakes here. This is just, we're expressing ourselves, we're using sound to express ourselves, and drop the notion that you're gonna play the wrong sound. No, there's no mistakes. We're literally just like kids making noise, banging on stuff, you know?
Hey, I'm Rory, TWC resident, 130 days clean.
Working with RJ is special. I mean, he's a client who came to me one day. He was shy. He's like, hey man, I got these raps I've written. I heard you do music with clients, and I was like, yeah, I totally do music. Would you like to meet up? And his eyes kind of lit up. Yeah, sure. He came to the session and he showed me a song. He's like, could you make a beat kind of sounds like this? And he showed me this hip hop song, and I listened to it, and I had my drum machine there. I kind of started cycling through sounds. And when I got to something that sounds like what they call an 808, his eyes just lit up. He's like, yeah, that's what I want. I'm like, okay, so check this out. So I started kind of like programming in a drum beat, putting in the hi-hat, putting in the kick drum and everything, and made a bass line for him. Bass line like I could see his excitement kind of build as I put this beat together, and before you know it, he's like gyrating, and that's when it was time. I just plugged the microphone in and gave it to him, started playing my guitar along to the beat, and this song just poured out. I'm just gonna start this beat that I just wrote and just give her to it. Okay.
And Julian is really amazing at what he does. He gets a different energy out of me. It was amazing to actually find somebody like that in sobriety, and it really helped me a lot. Like just getting my soul out there and putting my energy into music.
Yes, it's crass, but at the same time, it's like, as people in addiction who are living our lives, it's like that's how you feel, you know? And you can't really express that when you're living in it. You're living in that negativity. And then you come through to the other side, and that's all you can say, that's all you can muster up. And that became the hook of that song, which he just repeats. And it becomes very powerful with the context of the verses. Open mic is a monthly event that we host, and we host it at the Alano Club. It's for clients and also just people in the recovery community in general, a place for them to gather and kind of showcase their talents.
I was just like given all this noise and it was just a fail. Yeah, I used to have like a.
Because it'd be dope if like, yeah, okay, so now everything's coming through. Okay, let's try it again. I mean, if my one-on-ones and the soundtrack are the highlight of my week, the open mic is the highlight of my whole month.
That would be very science. Science right here.
Depends even if I have to move them up there, switch him and frame, whatever.
Yeah, they've just switched him
Yeah.
So close, no matter how far. No, just kidding. All right, here we go.
And the talents of people in addiction and recovery are just through the roof.
I'm about to lose power in mind.
I can't really explain what it is. Maybe it's that lack of being able to express ourselves in any other way.
Look how far you've come, stronger than the damage done.
But it blows my mind every single month. There's people that go up there and it's like their talent level is, you know, the greats.
Windows down and I just gotta feel the breeze flow, 'cause I want to enjoy this ride, driving every single day, headed to the unknown.
These people, they may not be famous, they may not have the following, but their talent is on par with that.
I want to be able to do that in my addiction, and it gave me more confidence. Never thought I had that type of skill.
Living like a bum, never feeling done.
Like, especially in this environment, you can't just go to a bar, you know? It's like hard to do that kind of stuff, like being an alcoholic or, you know, an addict.
Feeling fine, coughing on my lungs, I swear I'm close.
Open mic gives a really big opportunity because nobody's drinking or anything. Everyone's just having a good time.
Money jumping in, money jumping in.
You know, it's amazing. It's the best feeling I could ever get out of putting myself out there.
Jumping in, money jumping in. Woo!
Music means to me giving people a voice that don't have it.
Money jumping in. Woo! Money jumping in, money jumping in.
Working with clients is the highlight of my week. You know, when I come in and I can just see the same impact with them that I had 6 years ago. You know, like someone could be having a bad day and then, you know, I get an instrument in their hand and suddenly they're smiling from ear to ear. I think that is the driving force that has made me want to pursue music therapy, is just seeing it. It's like this transformative, it's magic.
That very colorful performance. That was well done. Another round of applause for RJ and the performers that we've seen here tonight so far. So we are going to take a quick halftime break now. We have